Welcome back to Codin. So as we have already discussed about some of the selectors that are available in CSS, today in this video we are going to discuss about some of the ways through which we can work with text in CSS. The font family, the font size, the font style, alignment and every other thing. So this is the part 1 of the video in which we are going to discuss about some of the things that we can work with text in CSS. In the part 2 I will be posting about more of the ways through which we can give a stylish look to our text. So let's get started with the video. Before starting with the video, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe my channel. I am posting the videos based upon every languages. I've already posted on HTML, Python, C++, important question for your exam that could just give a summarized view, and also some of the very important things that you need to understand when you study, that is programming language. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it and also subscribe to my channel. So let's get started with the video. First part that we are going to learn when we are talking about styling is the font family usage. So whenever we are talking about styling, it involves a font family. Font family basically specifies the property for a font element. Basically font family means we have different types of font family available in any of the computers that we need to use for the text. Like whenever you are opening simple say Microsoft Word, also in the Microsoft Word you can see that different styles to write a text. That is basically known as font family. Like we write Times New Roman, Courier New, Monoscape, etc. So these are some of the font family. So whenever we want to use a font family in CSS, what we will use, we will create a CSS file. Suppose I have created over here a PC for the p tag, that in I have given the font family, that is Cursor New, and which I have given Korean New, in which I have given the various names of whatever things that are included in a family. Means what can be a different name that a computer can check on when we want to give that style. Then I have given a cursive, in which I have given the name of the cursive that can come to me. After that we are going to create again a file, that is the HTML document. In the HTML document what we are going to do, we are going to create a HTML, then a head element. In the head element we are going to link that particular CSS file. The CSS file over here I have created as font.css. So basically a font family, what we are using, a font family used to specify the different types of fonts that are available in the library within the computer. Then we have a generic family also into that. A generic family is similar to the font families, but it includes some other things like monoscape, serif and all other things that are included into that particular file. So as you can see the document I have created over here, I have added a background color already in the document, whichever background color you want to give. And after that what I will do, I will declare some font families in the paragraph. So paragraph that I am going to write, the font family things and the other things could be work according to that paragraph only, which I have already described over there. So in this case we are using just the font family property. So that is the very first thing of styling. Whenever we are using a font family property will just help us get that part whichever font we have defined in that particular class. So here the class that I have defined was mono. So when whatever thing that I have defined in the mono class in my CSS file will be affected to that particular paragraph. As you can see in the previous paragraph in which I have written that this HTML document is used for text styling, I have not used any of the class, so it will not work in that particular area. That we already know, we have discussed about that in selector. If you do not know how to use with selectors, you can watch my previous video. The link is at the top right corner, where we can understand that what is the difference between a class and what is the difference between a ID. So here we are using a class, so we will add the class wherever we want to use that part. So I have added a class mono in the first case and then the class cursive in the second case. That will be based upon the paragraph. So whenever we are talking about this font family property, the font family property hold different names. So as you can see, when I have created the CSS files, in the CSS file, after the double quote one thing I have written a comma, then declared another name. After that I have declared another name. So basically it is used to add more than font in order to avoid unexpected behaviors. For example, if it happens that the program does not check that with what are the things that to be included, so for that what we are going to use, we are using that comma so that you can get that desired font whenever you are going to execute it. So whenever we are going to execute this in the browser, so as you can see in the browser, the first one is in the heading part, then we have that in a different style and the second text in the different style. So that is font family. Kind of property that we are going to use is the font size. So as we have already done also in the font size in the previous videos also, we were using the font size, but in this case it is to tell you that different kinds of font size that are available. So we are using it in the just the first case. So I have given here the font size as small. So whenever I will execute this code, means I will just check in the browser. So the code that will be displayed to me will be the size that could be displayed to me is, as you can see over, is small whenever I will refresh that page. After that, we can also change the font size to any other form. Like say I want to give the font size as say medium. So whenever I will change that font size to medium, the font size will be changed to a medium format, means bigger than the smaller one case. Then we have the font size can be changed to the larger also. We can change it to XL, X large also. According to whatever thing we want to give, we will give into that font size. Previously in my videos, I have just done upon the pixel giving of that. That are different ways through which we can give a font size. So here you can see I have given a X large. When I will give X large and refresh the page, you can see that the second part of the text has been large. Then I'm going to use another kind of things that we can use in a kind of sizes, font sizes. We can give it in the form of pixel. That is based upon your usage, how you want to give that. So here I have declared as 20 pixel. So now you will see that the size that I have already declared will change somehow. So that is the views of 20 pixel. Then we have also have a property that is EM. So whenever we are talking about the EM size, it is just used to use the formula of pixels only. Means it will divide that pixels by 16 and then give me the desired output, so that it will change the code. So that is the purpose of using a EM. So these are different ways of font sizes you can give to a particular ID, or you can give to a particular class. You can also give a property of a large, small, X large based upon your need. So whenever we are going to change that property according to our need, the output will displayed to me according to that thing only. So this is the font size. Next I'm using the same code only so that it is easy for you to understand, where we are just making the change. Then we have used a font style over here. Font style is basically used to give the style, like if you want it to be italic, if you want it to be normal, or if you want it to be oblique. So these are three kinds of font style. So here I'm using the font oblique in the first case, and then the style in the second case is the italic. So whenever I'm going to execute this code, so as you can see in the output, the first one is a little bit oblique and the second one is a form of a italic format. So this is the purpose of using a font style. Property that we can use with text is the font weight. Like as we were using the style to make it italic or some other form, we can also make the font in form of lighter if you want to see the text just in the lighter form. So as you can see, I've used over here lighter. So whenever I will refresh this code, you can see that the text to printed to me is in the form of lighter. If I want that the second text to be a bit of bolder, like I want that text to appear to me bold, so we'll not be just using the bold, we can just give it a CSS property that it should be bolder, so it will display to me more bolder. And if I want it to be more bolder, then the bolder base I can make it at the boldest one also. Just bold and the bolder, both will show you a different output. Try using bold and bolder. Next we have the criteria that is using a font variant. So whenever I am talking about a font variant will help me to give the format in form of a small caps lock form or in the normal form. So whenever I am using a small caps, so whenever I will execute this code, so when I will make execution of this code, so what you can see, the text that is appear to me in the form of a small caps. So basically it will be, caps means to make the size bigger one. So that is the alphabet will be changed to caps. So that is basically use of font curve. That is font variant small cap. Then we have the text align. Text align is used to give whether center, right. So by default the text is already in the form of left side. So here given in the first one case the text alignment to the center, and the second one case paragraph have given the text alignment to be in the right hand side. So whenever the text will be aligned to the center, the text will be shown in the center. Whenever it is aligned to the right, it will show me to the right hand side. So basically we can also give a color, as we have already done in the previous video. The color we can do just writing color and whichever color we want to give to that particular text. So as you can see over here, the color has also been changed of that particular text, and also it has moved to the center and the other one is moved to the right hand side. So these are the different kinds of ways through which we can work with the properties of texting. So the different properties that are available are font family, font size, font style, font weight, font variant, font color, and as well as the alignment. So these are the different properties through which we can work with CSS and make a different style to our text, and understand how we can implement it and how we can use it. So each and every example I have taught you in this part 1 video, in which I have explained you about how we are working with these kind of properties that are available with working with text. So guys, I hope you like the content what I post and understand also each and every part. So guys, if you like the content what I am posting, if you are understanding the video whatever I am telling you, so guys, do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.